Hi practice buddies, today we are going to go over Russian technique. Russian technique is super cool. It's a technique that can help you master any passage of music that you're having difficulty with, and it's 100% guaranteed to work so long as you do it correctly. So, let's have a go at a couple of pieces that I know you're working on. One of them is Kreutzer Etude No. 2, and one of them is the Bach Double Violin Concerto in D minor. Let's start. That was the first bar of Kreutzer Etude No. 2, and even though it's one of the easiest bars in the whole etude, it's a good place to start with Russian technique. So let's take that first bar. If, let's say, you're seeing it for the first time, instead of just playing it straight, what you should start with is the first stage of Russian technique, and that is to make the first note long and the second note short. Here's an example. Now, you take that same rhythm and you reverse it. So the first note is short and the second note is long. Now that was a tricky stage, but there's more. Once you've passed that stage, the next thing to do would be to take the first note of every 4 notes and make that long. After you've passed that stage, you can go ahead and make the second note of every 4 long. And after that, you guessed it, the third note of every 4 needs to be long. The final stage of Russian technique is to make the 4th note of every 4 long, and then you should be done. Now that you've completed all 6 stages of the Russian technique on the passage that you're trying to learn, that passage should now be 100% guaranteed to be correct. So let's try that now, shall we? You should congratulate yourself if you've managed to do Russian technique correctly on just 1 bar of music. In total, that should take you about 1 or 2 minutes, and 1 or 2 minutes is a long time to spend on 1 bar of music, especially considering that others who are practicing the same thing might not even consider spending so much time on 1 bar. The fact that you've managed to do that has brought that bar up to the next level, and if you can find the time 1 or 2 minutes every day to do a bit of Russian technique on the difficult passages, you'll soon find that your overall level increases exponentially. Now, many of you are playing the Bach Double Violin Concerto, and that's quite a tough one. So how does Russian technique relate to that? Well, you can take any passage from the Bach Double that you're having trouble with and simply take the rhythm that we did in the Kreutzer and apply it to the Bach Double. So here's a good passage that many of us have problems with. So, if we were to apply Russian technique to that, we would do as we did in the Kreutzer. We would make the first note long, second note short, then reverse it, then do groups of 4 with first, second, third and 4th note longs, as we did before. Let's see if that works. Okay, why don't we just play the whole thing? For that, I'm going to need some help.